All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual program, Target Individual Experience. I'm on my way to pick up my daughter from school. As soon as I got into the apartment, a New York Predator Department started the highly invasive and illegal in-home surveillance and the rape of the mind through remote neural monitoring. And this is what they continue to do. Okay. Also, as I got to Ham's apartment, my ex-fiance called me from Atlanta. I shouldn't say Atlanta, from Georgia. She lived on the outskirts of Atlanta. But anyhow, yeah, it's just weird, like I said, how they will use this. They will use the technology to manipulate people to call me at specific times, right? And so I didn't really answer because I knew what was happening. So when I got upstairs, I gave her a call back. Only to be told that I usually don't answer the phone on Thursdays because it's such a busy day. I'm like, okay. Never heard that one before. And I've called them many times on a Thursday. But, again, understanding how technology is used to influence. All right? As if they're doing you a favor. They're not doing you a favor as a TI. What they're doing is, again, those that operate the technology, those that use the technology, develop the technology, it's about control. It's about control and trying to make you feel some sort of obligation, right? Talk about Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is the effect of when a people or a person who have been psychologically and physically abused, tortured, that they begin to view their torturer, their abuser, their captor as their friend. So how did this happen? Does that individual, the victim, just all of a sudden decide that that's what's going to happen? No. It is done through the abuser, the torturers, as a psychological tactic, right? Involving rewards and punishment. They'll make you feel as if you're saving your life in order for you to view them as your savior instead of how you should view them, which are the NYPD Park up on the New York Predator Department. Instead of viewing them as the criminals that they are, as the abusers that they are, as the torturers as they are. Okay? So don't let them trick you into thinking or believing such things, because it goes against your best interest if they condition you that way, and it is in their best interest that you become that way because you pledge your allegiance to them, so they can continue to abuse you, continue to torture you, and they get away with it, right? Because the victim is now sided with his or her torturer, abuser, tormentor, oppressor, and there's no greater case when you look at black people and how we have Stockholm Syndrome, the vast majority of us, as well as other psychological symptoms because of the psychological warfare and the covert warfare on all fronts against us. All right. So when it comes to religion, and we talk about cognitive dissonance, all right, which is a major psychological symptoms of which we, as particular black people, suffer from. All right. As a TI and as TIs, we suffer from, again, the psychological damage that's neither well, for most of us, I would think that's neither Stockholm syndrome nor cognitive dissonance. But some of us have developed what is called deception of self. And when you hear TIs talk about, oh, the police are not involved, or the FBI is not involved, and this and that, that is the deception of self, right? They've deceived themselves into believing that those very same agencies that are the ones that are behind the technology, the spreading of false rumors, the gathering of the civilian perps to do their bidding. You know, I hear some TIs talk about that that's not the police. It is. Look at any sort of government program, whether it be psychological, whether it be assassination attempts or assassination period, you'll see that government agencies are behind it, whether it be the CIA, the FBI, and then you have the state and local police force as a lower tier force being used to control the situation within the environment or within the community, right? So we see this. So don't be misguided, don't be misled. Do your research. You know, let me give you an example of that. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, okay? We know because and Fred Hampton. And the reason why I say Fred Hampton, because Fred Hampton was young. He was young. I believe 20 or 21 when they assassinated him. And it was the Chicago PD. Okay, so imagine that. So again, I don't just say things just to say things. It's all factual. Okay, talk to you guys in the next video.